Ugh. Audio? Oh no, it's not fixed. Oh. What? Okay. Ugh. Wild. Okay, Then can you join the Discord for a moment so I can set up your PNG tuber? Can you enter the Discord channel?
Hello.
Okay, so you are in. Let me just. Sorry. This will give me. Did it work? Okay. And then.
Heyo.
Okay, perfect. I think it'll work.
Alright, I see myself on the stream and I see that it's moving. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've used my Zen PNG tuber model. But how you doing?
How am I doing today? It's an okay day. You?
I'm good. So I wanted to make this, I think I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but maybe we can do like, I just want to add a comment and then maybe you can pin it of me saying this is a Q&A, and would you be down if, you know, if there was anybody on, you know, on the stream that wanted to ask you a question, that they can just do that, and then if I can see it or if you see it first, then we go over those questions, because I want to, you know, add it, the chat more into the conversation rather than just being viewers.
Sure. So you want me to change the title to Q&A?
Sure, yeah. Or like an interview with Namoochi or something like that.
Alright, yapping with Zen Q&A.
Or, I don't know if you have it, but, I think I've seen some streamers have a Q&A feature. Like, you know, the same way that you would, do a poll or something like that. Like a tool. You see that on your side, or do you not?
How do I do that?
Huh?
How do I do that? Wait, am I muted?
I have no idea. I just see it because I've never
I don't know how to do that. Wait, is that a YouTube thing?
Right. It is a YouTube thing.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I should Google it.
I've seen Ollie from Hololive do it before. But let me just get these
Yes,
comments.
it is kind of new.
If anybody, I see K Saul is like join the chat. You know, this is an interview today with one and only Namoochi. We're not doing it right now, but later. So if you have any questions for Namoochi, you know, go ahead. Let me just continue writing these.
All right, let me Google how to Q and A on YouTube.
Sorry that I just dropped it on here, but you can take your time. There's no rush.
All right.
So you're down with chat asking the questions if they have questions of their own.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
All right, I think I did it.
Posting my.
Did that
Oh,
work?
there you go. You did it. You did.
What does it even look? What does it even look like?
It just says ask something, because I guess that's the default message, and then.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you asked if your Discord PC is open or you left it open. I think it's just me and you, Namoochi. Yeah. Also, you asked like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I think the Discord voice channel is locked right now. I think I locked it.
Yeah. So it's just. So like, if you have a question, you know, just ask it on, using this feature. Like, how does this work again? Yeah. So you basically click the button. And
or
then
I guess we could even
type
throw
it,
ourselves into the stage channel if we want.
Or maybe we could do that too. Like, if you're free, if you want to do that, you know, whatever it is.
I don't know. Sure, great. Cause like they have to like. Okay, I mean, I guess we could go into stage. Okay.
All right.
Let's move in.
See you there.
The only thing is, I don't know if the thing works on stage. Interview with Zen Q and A. Start stage. Oh wait, the stage is already open. Okay.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, it works.
So I think that's. And then show chat. And then okay, that's just notifications from Discord. And so I have our questions. So you're streaming on Kick and on Twitch. They should also probably know, so that they could ask questions if they want. So let's go on Twitch TV/AG. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste what I said, and I didn't even make the message. Right, today we're interviewing Namoochi. If you have any questions. Okay, so I got that message on.
Alright, I'll pin it.
Then I'll have it for.
Sup, Sky Toast?
120 minutes. I think that's going okay. Okay, hopefully that doesn't disappear, and then on Kick. Okay. then can I? Yeah. All right. That's all set. Okay. You ready to do this?
I mean, I guess. Yeah. Also, I can
All right.
kind of hear myself echo.
Oh. I think I should lower my volume because it's really loud, so it's, coming out through the speakers and back into the microphone.
All right.
Can you hear it now?
La 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 la. Nope. I think we're good.
All right, sweet. You ready?
I guess ready as I can be.
I mean, fair enough. Got everything set up on the streams. Okay. All right. Today I am joined by the world heavyweight champion, the John Wick of VTUBERs, Namoochi. How are you doing? How are you doing on this fine day?
We're chilling. Thank you for having me, Zen.
All right, so we're gonna get into the core things like a real talk, like 100 silverback gorillas versus one Namoochi. Who wins?
Real talk. 100 silverback gorillas.
Are you sure? Like, I
Yeah.
heard that you can like one-shot an elephant.
I don't know
Like,
where these
was
rumors
that
are
you?
coming from, but
Like, what,
I don't think I'm that
weren't
amazing.
you the one who like? Okay, I mean, personally, like I think that you could take on 100 silverback gorillas, like you sneeze them away.
Do I give off that image?
Yeah, you do. Like I've seen you, in Yakuza, and like you kicking so many people's butts at once. Like you could take on 100 gorillas easily.
Oh my gosh! But
No
you've
question.
also seen me like die in fights.
Yeah, but like those are just fake battles. Like the only ones that are real are the ones that you win.
True. Oh,
All right, like
wow.
also.
The only ones that are real are the ones that I win. That is so true.
Okay, talking of animals, why are alligators so stupid? And how can I be like one?
Somebody asked, why are alligators so stupid and how can I be like one?
Oh, that was me.
That was you? You asked that? Wait, how do you even know alligators are stupid? I didn't even know alligators are stupid.
They're so stupid. Like, look at their face. Look at, like, they always got like a fly like going into the mouth and they doing nothing. They just there. Like, how can I be like that?
How can you be like that? You just gotta be like them. Smooth brain.
I gotta be smooth brain. Okay.
Or maybe a little bit cold-blooded.
So I need. Okay. So I'll keep that in mind because it's real. My goal is one day to become an alligator. Like people say, oh, it's impossible. Like how are you supposed to be an alligator? Like it's not possible. Well, watch me. It's gonna happen one day. But
We'll
talking
wait for that
about
day.
question. Well, you thought that this was a viewer question, but I got one viewer question from Dudester. Dong Sahur versus Bombardino Crocodilo. Man, this is controversial, like you gotta like think about this carefully because like both fandoms are like very, very heated.
I think Tung Sahur will win.
like honestly, me too. Like Bombardino Crocodilo, like it could like drop nukes and stuff, but nah, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's good in combat, and it definitely has its victories. But Tung Sahur, like how are you gonna like go up against something like that?
Honestly, my reasoning though, it's just because at first we thought Tung Sahur was blunt.
Yeah, like exactly.
I mean, okay, originally I
So
thought, wait, who was the one that told me he was a blunt? Because I thought he was a baseball bat or something at first, but then someone was like a blunt, and I'm like, what? And I was like, there's no way. But now we
I
know he's just the like the drumming stick for, well, what was it? For like fasting?
for fasting, I didn't know about this lore.
Oh, you don't know about his
You
lore?
know, like I tell of the tape. No, I'm not this good of a commentator.
Well, I think Misha was the one that explained it to me. It's like, it's the sound you know how Muslims fast?
Yeah.
So it's the sound of them, like, it's kind of like their alarm. It's the sound of them waking people up
Oh.
to eat before, what was it, sunrise? Before the fasting begins. I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
I got you. Man, I didn't like. I knew I'm learning something today. As for who like said that it was a blunt, I don't know. But now that you mention it, like the amount of smoke that could come from Tong 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 Sahur, and like that like infiltrates the lungs of Bombardino Crocodilo. Yeah, that's just it's a one-sided battle.
All right, what's your next question to hit me with?
All right. Okay. So this is a bit of a dark question, but the people need to know uh what happened in 1999.
I don't know. What? I feel
What do
like
you mean?
you would be the one to know.
You were there.
I feel like you would be
Me?
the one to know. Yeah, I feel like you were the one that kind of started it all.
What?
What happened, Ed? Why has nothing been real since 1999? I feel like that's all you.
Oh, like I see fragments, pieces, in my head. It's not really coming together like a jigsaw. But I remember New Year's Day, 1999, New York City, Times Square, and usually in tradition, Times Square to have the ball drop, and you could be watching from home because who the hell actually wants to be in Times Square when it's so busy during that time of the year? But I was there, like trust me on this, like even though I was too young to remember it, I remember, instead of saying Happy New Year, like on the TV, that graphic, that message, it said nothing is real. And everyone was confused.
As they should
Someone
be.
thought people thought this was a hijacking. People thought that, it was just some kind of prank. But then everyone they woke up into a different reality that looks, mirrors, feels like ours. But it's not. All it is an illusion. It's nothing. All it is just a mask of what the world once was. That is what happened in 1999.
Oh my gosh. So poetic. Where's Keanu?
People thought Keanu was crazy, but he was doing was waking up from the illusion, and they quieted him. So many people, Keanu, you're crazy. Keanu, like, you gotta apologize. Apologize for what? You know what I'm saying? Apologize for what? For telling the truth?
Some people still aren't red pilled, man.
Well, they gotta wake up sometime or later, or else they're gonna wake up in a deeper reality. You know, the shiz is like the back rooms. The further
Yo,
you
be
go.
careful, Zen. Be
you-
careful. Agent Smith is still out there.
Oh well, this is funny. Well, I've been talking about agents, talking about governments. Is there anything that you would like to say to the Canadian government? Can you please speak up because they're also in the call.
Honestly, I haven't really been keeping up with the Canadian government, so
Embezzling funds.
well, I don't know what they're up to. Honestly, after the election happened, it was just kind of like, okay, and then back to just like, yeah.
Oh, I was talking
back
about
to
you.
average Joe life. What do you mean?
I was talking about you. You know, you're embezzling funds. You're
From
running
the
your
Canadian government?
meth-
I'm not even
Yes.
part of the government.
Miss Namoochi, are you trying to sell me drugs right now? Like,
What?
what is your like?
What? What is this propaganda?
Please,
Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm not even part of the Canadian government. I can't even
No,
like.
I'm not. I'm not. Like, trust me, I'm not.
You're not? You're not stating propaganda?
Oh.
No?
No.
You're not?
Why would?
You're
what
not?
would make you think? Like, why I come off as that kind of guy?
I mean, why would you think I'm part of the Canadian government?
Just give that vibe.
I give off the vibe that I'm part of the government?
But talking about vibes.
Yo. Okay, wait,
from
hold
moving
up.
from one
I gotta
situation.
clap back. If you think I'm part of the Canadian government, that just shows how much of a circus show the US government is.
What?
What? This is government? Come on. This is government? What do you have in the US if this is government?
Aren't you Agent Namoochi?
Where did you get
You
that from?
hesitated. You hesitated right there.
Where did you get that
And
from?
the answer with a yes or no, it's a yes or no question, Namoochi. Are you Agent
Excuse
Namoochi?
me?
Yes
Is
or
this
no?
a trial? Excuse me? What is this?
You know,
Yes
like
or
we
no?
can move on.
Yes or no only?
Yes, I mean, I asked you in the calmest voice I could, and
Yeah, and I
What did you say?
replied. I replied calmly. But then you started rattling on some wild theories.
okay, so, anyways, talking about situations, talking about Canada. So I sent you a link from this small indie streamer. Her name is Samiko Saba, and she likes talking about feed. And recently, when you try to click on that link that I gave you, go to her channel. Well, let me just see.
Oh my gosh.
Read the chat. So I'm
Drew,
seeing if
I
there's
have
any
no
moves.
idea. I have no idea
Okay.
why I'm basically blocked.
So
Well, it's not that I was blocked. It's
what
that-
is your? Okay.
Sorry. I was just gonna explain.
Go ahead.
It's not that I was blocked. It's just that the link wasn't working.
I mean, but you do have don't you have a historicalism's beef with her?
What?
Is it because you're Quebecois?
What? So much propaganda. Bro! Too much
It runs
propaganda.
deep.
You are a conspiracy theorist.
Yes or no?
No. No.
You sure?
I'm sure. I'm like, what's the word? I'm like not even, I don't even exist in her world. Doesn't even know I
But
exist.
don't she? But she blocked you.
No, she didn't block me. The link just wasn't working.
are you sure? Like you know, sometimes it's just, you know, a lot of things happen behind you know, behind the curtains.
I'm pretty sure I have like. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know of me. I'm too puny.
I mean, I don't know. You know, you never know. And just coming out of character. No. Like Saba and Namoochi don't actually have me. Okay, but I'll give you a yes or no question, and I'm hoping that you're saying yes to this. Can I deep fry Infinity Nikki?
No.
Please?
No.
I just want to nibble.
No.
Just
Have
a
you
bite.
seen what's coming in the next update? Have you seen the outfits that are coming out? Oh my gosh, people. You guys have to go look at the outfits that are coming out. There's a cat outfit, or like a fox cat outfit, and this dragon outfit. Oh. 1.8
Yeah,
is
it looks
lit.
good. But it'll look better when it's deep fried.
No. Maybe it'll taste better if it's
Fine.
deep fried. But look better? I don't know.
It was worth a try. At least I have my answer now. And you know, Namoochi, you are known to have such a very strict military sleep schedule. You know, you have, you know, you say it's a part of your success that, you know, your top 10 rules on how to be successful, written by Namoochi, having a good sleep schedule. How can I fix my sleep schedule? You know, give us an excerpt from your book.
Ooh, that's hard. Fixing your sleep schedule, I think it's all about perhaps discipline. I don't know, you have to be honest, you have to figure out what's the underlying problem to why your sleep schedule is messed up, and then you gotta tackle that underlying problem.
That's fair. I mean, you know, for some people, they just say it because, well, one of the reasons might be because they're like really busy and stuff. And, like, some people even pull off like all-nighters. But honestly, like, I think that's some good advice that you give there. All right, so I'm still talking real. You know, this is a very serious interview. What's the hardest part of being the president of the United States?
I am the president of the United States now? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? At first I'm part of the Canadian government. Now I'm going to be president of the United States. This is too wild.
You live a very busy life, yet
This
you're
is
able
too
to keep such a
wild.
strict
Oh my
sleep
gosh.
schedule.
I don't know what to say. This is too wild. Wait, what was even the
What do you
question?
mean?
What was even the
What is
question?
the hardest part of being the president of the United States?
What is the hardest part of being the president of the United States? Oh my gosh.
Yes, you, Namoochi, Agent Namoochi of the Canadian government. What is the hardest part of being the...
Oh my gosh, as an agent of the Canadian government, what is the hardest part? Maybe it's the fact that I'm Canadian. Maybe that's the hardest part of being the United States president, the fact that I'm Canadian.
I mean that certainly sounds like an issue, but you know, you work hard, you give good speeches, you know, you pass fair laws, you know, you are a good president of the United States. I'll give you that, and I think everybody here can agree that you're a good president.
Oh my gosh. Am I a good president? The tariffs are kind of high.
I mean, that was that you? Was
Was that me? I don't know if it was me, but it was definitely a president of the United States.
I mean, you know, it's complicated. You know, these are hard
It really
times.
is, bro.
These
It's
are
really
hard times.
complicated. It's complicated.
But something that some people, especially if you're new here, might not know is that you have a secret identity of of being the macho. You know, so you know, when you look at Namoochi, you know, slime them look at her now. Like, she has no arms, no limbs. She does not have any pecs or anything like that. But trust me when I say that if you go and join the Discord, and maybe this is a good time that I can drop the Discord link if I had it. Namoochi, she has the power to transform and become this larger than life, like 12-inch biceps, like can crack a tire with her biceps just by flexing. Like how like when can we see the return of Namacho?
You know, I think the macho is only for special occasions. The macho's got like too much heat packing, you know? Like, I can't show off the macho too many times because, like, the eyes of mere mortals cannot handle those godly pecs.
Yes.
It's a bit too much.
It is way too much for any mortal. You're basically like Cthulhu. Like you see in the macho, you go crazy. That's how it is. Like, you know, we don't write the rules, we just play by them.
Yeah, man. We gotta protect chat. If they see too much Namacho, they're gonna be blinded and like mesmerized.
So for special occasions then.
Yeah, special
Until
occasions
then.
only.
Oh, there's another question. Let me see. Like, if I scrolling down at my list of questions here. Oh, I wrote it in white text color. Let me like just turn it black right now. Okay, so to what extent can one coherently argue within a non-reductive physicalist framework informed by a phenomenological intentionality and post-Heideggerian ontological difference that moral normativity is an emergent epiphenomenon contingent upon intersubjective recognition and not merely a linguistic artifact of socio-historically constructed narratives of power, while simultaneously accounting for the epistemic inaccessibility of nominal oughts under a quasi-Kantian model of transcendental idealism intersecting with a Foucauldian genealogical critique.
Was that a question or was that a statement?
It's my question.
What was the question?
To what extent can one coherently argue within a non-reductive physicalist framework informed by phenomenological
Alright,
intentionality?
I got it. You can stop there. I get it. The answer is, it's too long, you can't argue.
So I see. So it's a critique. It's against the Kantian argument that we've been seeing for the last 20th century. So like you're offering a new proposal, and in the bisecting photosynthesis of the Newton's cradle.
Sure, whatever that means. Sure.
So that was fun. So those were the joke questions that we had there. So I haven't been looking too much at the chat, but it seems that
real talk though, do you even know? Do you like even have an answer for that question you asked?
I have no idea what I even said right now.
Okay, fair enough.
I just thought, what would be the hardest curveball that I could ever throw at someone?
Yes, we're very intellectual here.
And trust me, Namoochi, I studied philosophy in school, and I would need several more years just to even like understand a fraction of what I just. But getting real though, talking about real talk, like no more quasi-Kantian, no more Canadian government, no more President of the United States. Asking some questions now, and just like as a reminder to the chat that if you have any questions that you would like to ask Namoochi, as long as they're appropriate, feel free to. And and their answer, best answered. Okay, so I think I'll just go like in order now. The list of questions. So, how surprising was it that you hit 1K subscribers?
Oh wow, that was. How long ago was that? It was pretty shocking because it kind of just came out of like nowhere-ish.
It just like suddenly happened. Like you look at your channel one day.
Yeah, I'm real talk, everybody. It's not a secret, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I was a victim of this, but I'm pretty sure somebody botted me. Like, I'm pretty sure. I highly suspect it's bots. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody botted me, especially because I deleted the video. So, or the stream. It was just one stream. It was just this one stream that I had, and then suddenly out of nowhere, it just got a lot of views and a lot of comments. But the problem is, all these comments, they weren't in English. So I was like, why is everybody from another country watching me? I don't understand. So that's why I highly suspect they were bots.
I think ever since I first came to your channel, you've been at 1K subscribers. And I think you've talked about the whole sub-bot thing before.
Like, I think...
honestly, I
think only like 600 subs are legit.
I mean, still, even by that, you still have a lot of followers. And, I still think that's really still pretty impressive. So, like, even though for whatever reason under the sun, for whatever YouTube algorithm or whoever is like making these sub-bots, I still think that you're still very deserved for like every follower that you have, like, because I'll get into it later, but I still think that whether it be 600 or more, you deserve every single one.
Thanks, Zen. Actually, Cinnamon brought up like a good point. Like, they're saying they highly suspect bots too, and that's just like something that some people do to get people banned. That's probably what happened, because I remember I've got like, especially in the early days of when I started streaming on YouTube, there were some like wild characters who were actively targeting me. Like, they would basically, there was like a moment where some like random kids would come and like harass me for a while. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that was part of it, but during the early days of YouTube, it was kind of wild. It was pretty wild. They were like harassment.
By earlier days, like when you were still Namoochi, or
yeah, like when I probably like the first year that I started my channel. The first year that I started my channel, there was like people, there were some wild characters.
And I'm kind of curious because I don't know if it's just like streamers in general, but I was thinking like, I also know a person, well, maybe this might be not related at all, but I know of a creator who has like a what do you call it on Twitch, like a command, like specifically for hate raids. And
Mhm.
I mean, you still see today that there's a lot
Mhm.
of bots that randomly just appear.
Mhm.
Even now, as of recent, like there's still people who get like hate raids and stuff like that for being a VTuber or something like that. But who knows if there's even like a reason for why these things. But I mean, like Cinnamon, made the that's a good insight. Like I didn't even know that just to be banned or something, right? So that's crazy. It really is. Something that oh wait, never mind. Going on to the second question. Is there anything that you could have done that you wish you could have done in your earlier days as a VTuber?
Wish I could have done in my earlier days as a VTuber. Mm, mm, no, I don't think so. Not really.
Did you kind of have the approach of just being like a casual streamer?
Yeah,
Like always had that?
I'm pretty casual. I'm not gonna lie.
That kind of explains.
I think I've never really got like. I think from like when I started till now, we've just been pretty casual.
I mean, that's a good thing. Honestly, it really is. I think that sort of segues into my next question. Like, what prevents you from taking your channel too seriously?
Okay. That's a good question. I think it's just... I feel like if I start taking it too seriously, it'll become, like, less fun. I don't really want this to be a stressful thing. I just want this to be fun, chill. But if I start taking it seriously, I just think that adds stress. Be like, oh, I have to grow or something like that, right? Or I have to make it big or something. If I take it seriously, then it just feels you have to achieve this goal. And then if you don't achieve that goal, it's like, no. It's just, yeah. And I just don't want that to become a thing. Especially when I think it's just, well, you see it everywhere online. It's just really, really easy to burn out. And I don't want to burn out. Especially because I enjoy this so much. I don't want this to become something that I stop enjoying.
That is a really good mindset to have, honestly, because I think it's some people might go in and they have, they focus a lot on analytics, that watching that view count rise, seeing how many likes that they can get on a video or on a stream. And so it kind of like, I've personally had it before where I kind of have that analytics focused mindset, but it's good that you really have, like, since the get-go, right, that you had this casual streamer mindset and it served you well.
Well, there's like another thing about analytics is like, it's that you have to follow a trend, and then things usually to pop off with the algorithm, you have to follow the trend and you have to make a video in the style of the trend. But a lot of times that's just not my style. And you know me, I'm a homebody. I just like to stay in my shell. I don't really want to act in a style that's just not me.
So it's like some people like Mr. Beast or anybody that you see like 100 million, they sort of have more or less the kind of script writing voice of, hey guys, well, we bought this $2 million Bugatti and we're gonna fill it up with 200 Reese's Pieces or something like crazy like that.
Yeah, so like
And
that's their style and it works. But then it's not my style, so I just don't feel like copying it. But then if,
so you're more into.
I feel like if I made videos in that style, it might pop off. But I'm just too lazy. I'm just too lazy. Cause that style doesn't come naturally to me. So then I would have to adapt and learn that style. But you know, learning that style takes effort.
Yeah, so you're more of natural, authentic expression with an authentic, genuine connection with the people that you talk to in your streams or in your content in general.
Kinda. Like, I think if I genuinely, I think if I take the time to learn Mr. Beast's style, it could become natural to me. But I'm just a blob and I'm lazy. Am I thinking too highly of myself? I feel like, you know, if I go watch a bunch of Mr. Beast videos and I try to imitate him, I feel like I could. I mean, I can't imitate his like channel size, but the style, I could probably.
I mean, you really do have like a. I think I see it when you play your visual novel, like when you play VNs, that you have more like a high energy kind of really, or is it like when you play Marvel Rivals 2, that you kind of have a high energy in your voice, that you got, you know, energy behind it, that you got personality behind it. So I can definitely see, like, if you and you're someone like tell me if I'm wrong, but the type of person who would occasionally watch other streamers or other gamers and like see, hey, this is sort of the things that they're doing that makes them win a match or a game or something like that, like a student of the game. A little bit. So I can definitely see that you could transfer those skills into watching something, say like a Mr. Beast or something like that, and like take some takeaways to maybe, obviously not a one-to-one, but definitely, you know, things that can really help you. And
yeah, I think a lot of it is also editing.
Yeah. So I want to also acknowledge the chat. Why, like, welcome to the stream, and Cinnamon Dork. I think some people do that to take out competition, though most of the time nothing actually happens. Yeah, not to mention money. I think Mr. Beast style only works if you're rich already and can afford to spend for videos. Yeah, like I think one of the things that I heard was that, I don't know, there's a lot of themes really, like, you know, if you mention or some way involve a celebrity in your video, or something that has a lot of money, or something that is very big and grand, you know, something like that, are the types of things, the types of themes, especially if you target a younger audience, that those are the sort of things, those are sort of the keys to the kingdom if you want to. And I don't say that necessarily in a purely like, oh, this is good 100%, but that's how you sort of break through that threshold. I mean, what do you think, Namoochi? Like all of these, how would I say, these supposed things that you have to like target or talk about, and all of that if you want to be successful on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I think if you really want to make it big on YouTube, be a kids channel. I think if you want to be like the biggest channel on YouTube, your target audience should be children, because I feel like the top channels on YouTube are actually children channels. I'm pretty sure. Because I think kids. What is it? I think everyone's just saying kids are just always on their iPads, so then they give you the most views.
The iPad kids.
Yeah, iPad kids.
Did you know that there is someone who is technically a VTuber, but they aren't, like, if you ask people, and I guess the VTuber EN community, is this a VTuber? I can't even remember that VTuber's name, but they have more subscribers than Gargura. And they usually just make like Roblox type of content, or like,
Oh my
you know, the
god.
type of stuff.
I have a friend who tells me about their niece who's so obsessed with watching this Roblox YouTuber. It's obviously just targeted to kids. And they would tell me that their niece like will literally watch the same video. Their niece would literally watch the same video like 10 times in one day.
Like a
Like, they
hypnosis
would
video.
rewatch the exact same video so many times. And I was like, wow. That's what I'm saying. That's where it's at.
I feel like I've done something like that when I was a kid. Maybe not like watching the same video 100 times, but there is like a song that I've listened to well over like 200 times or so. I
Okay, but a song like you kind of, you know,
Okay.
I get it. I get why you would replay a song, but to rewatch a video a ton of times is,
like a skibbity toilet video.
yeah, you know?
So looking at the comments again on YouTube side. Let me just check. Okay. On Cinnamon Dork saying, I mean, look at Coco Melon and Baby Shark. Yeah, those are really good examples. Or like the stuff from the Elsa Gate. Like those, it's insane like how many views, like, those are literally the go-tos when you just want your kids to if you have kids and you just want them to focus and, you know, stay and just watch something instead of just, I don't know, running around the house. Just like, that's the YouTube Kids like flagships. I mean, why? And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name wrong, but Sen asked Namo if there is anything that she'd like to do for us viewers, but never did. Like new content, new corners. Like, what do you say about that?
Oh my gosh. Too much. There's too much. You guys know me. We have like this insane list of things we gotta do and we never do it.
It's a really good question. What was it? The rap? You had a whole list. I remember, like, you would occasionally bring it up. There was a rap that you wanted to finish.
Oh my gosh. Don't talk about that. I forgot that. I threw that to like the darkest corner. Listen, the darkest corner I could find, and I just we're trying to forget about that. I don't know. There's so much. Like, I wanted to share with you guys my like travel photos and all that stuff, but it was, I'm just not the type of person to take a lot of photos and stuff. So, you know, when you go to a restaurant, there are a lot of people like to take photos. I don't do any of that. I just go eat. But I did my best to take photos while I was on my trip. But because going through my photos is not something I do, so like I just never went through them. On top of like not showing to you guys, I personally haven't even gone through my own photos. It's so bad. I know I took a bunch, but like I just didn't go through them, and so I can't share them with you guys because I didn't go through them. I have to make sure, you know, I blur things out and stuff. Like I just never reviewed them. I never went through them or any of that jazz. So there's that. I don't know. I had a bunch of ideas that I never went through. I started brainstorming stuff but I just never go through with them.
That's alright. I mean, I'm kind of like the same way too.
Yeah, you
I
get
mean,
stun
I
locked
talked
at the
about-
idea phase.
Yeah. And also, indirectly, the success of these channels is the result of bad parenting. It's actually really sad to see. I mean, I suppose. I mean, what do you think of Namoochi?
Well, I can see why it would be seen as bad parenting, but it's also, it's just, I think this is a force that just cannot be stopped. The online phase, people are just more and more chronically online. I think even adults now, their screen time is majority of their day as well. Like 8 to 9 hours. A lot of people just have 8 to 9 hours on their phone, you know?
Yeah.
I think at least half of people's day is all technology.
I think that I would even say go back to the golden age of YouTube. At least I was. I would sort of be the equivalent to. I mean, we didn't really have. I mean, I didn't really use my iPad for like YouTube and stuff like that. But I think someone said that each generation has its own brain rot. Nowadays, it's you know, skibbity toilet. Man, was it 10 years ago? Where it was like MLG, Illuminati, Lord Gabe Newell, stuff like that. And can't remember something earlier than that. But I think that each generation has its own brain rot. Okay, so moving on, do you remember when you knew that streaming was something that you wanted to continue doing? Like when you wanted to, like the moment that you knew this is something that I want to continue.
Okay. Well, the thing with streaming with me though, it's always such a chill thing. It was always just like, oh, I want to play a game. I might as well just turn on stream and like, you know, whatever. I was part of like I would be on Twitch during like the very early days of Twitch. And then so
like
just
when
because
it was still
like
what?
Like when it was just still kind of fresh. Because you know how people would say the early days of YouTube would be like oh my god,
RWJ,
like Smosh,
Fred.
Fred, Jenna Marbles, Shane Dawson,
technically. Yeah.
like all those guys or whatever, and like the skits. Like those would be considered the early days of YouTube. I was also just watching like Twitch when it was kind of just like the earlier days of like the Twitch streamers.
When it was still Justin TV, or when they first made it Twitch?
No, when they first made it Twitch.
Okay.
I was not there for Justin TV days. I was only there for like early Twitch days. And so I think at that point, content creation has evolved a lot, honestly. It's like the generations of content has changed a lot. But for me, it was just, Twitch was always just or streaming was always just a very chill thing. It was just, okay, it's kind of, I'm just gonna go on my computer, I'm just gonna start streaming, and then I'll just do whatever the heck I want, you know? It was always something really, really chill, so it wasn't necessarily... Oh, I don't really know. The question was, when did I know I wanted to do this?
Did it just sort of like naturally flow? Like you didn't even think about it. You just kept doing it.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, we're just gonna go on my computer and like hit the button, start streaming. That was it.
That's
kind of
really
just
cool.
that. But Yeah, but obviously, I feel like I said, content creation has evolved so much now that I guess even the style of the videos, the style of content has just changed so much. But I guess usually I don't know how to say this, but I think because those days were so early, people didn't really think of it as a career. People thought of it as just something like, you know, you do for fun. So it wasn't something I necessarily thought of as, oh, this is going to be my career. I also just kind of went into it, you know, I just enjoyed this. This is fun. This is going to be a thing. Well, even now, it's not even my career. But yeah, but you know, it's just the mindset that I started with when I went online. It's just, oh, online, fun. Just click the button and start and just do it. Not necessarily, this is something I'm going to do as my career, yada, yada, yada. But obviously now, social media and everything is just so big that I guess a lot more people have the mindset of this is going to be my career. Because wasn't there a stat or something that the most children's dreams nowadays is to be a YouTuber or something?
I've heard something about that. I don't know if it's legit, but yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, nowadays that when it's kind of clearly defined, even then, I don't even know how long YouTube has had a partnership program, but you know, essentially it becomes more clear now that if you want to try to turn this into a career, it starts with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in 1 year, and you like set up an AdSense account or something like that, and even then it's still like you don't know if it's gonna like really turn into a job. It's really like you're crafting a raft and you're going on that raft and you don't know how sturdy, how stable it's going to be once you're out there in the shore. You know, once you leave the shore, you're just hoping it does. When you earn this money from YouTube, you could have like 100,000, or I don't know if I'm exaggerating or not, but you could earn less than minimum wage and you could still be viral. And viral, I mean like 100,000 views or something like that on a video or something like that. It's really hard to make it a job. And I guess that's why some people think that and I'm not just talking about VTubers here, because there were also agencies for regular YouTubers, content creators, that, you know, you become a part of an agency or something like that, or you really just make it really big. You hope that it sticks and something like that. But even then, it's kind of a gamble. I wanted to touch on something you said earlier. So you were there during the early days of Twitch, right? Like you
not Justin TV, but
experience.
Yeah.
So having your experiences from back then and reflecting on them and seeing where the platform is now, like, how do you reflect on that sort of evolution, those changes that have happened as, you know, you were a part of it?
Sorry, repeat? What was...
So what was it like reflecting on where Twitch was back then and seeing where it is right now? What do you think about all of that?
Honestly, not much. I think I'm not that shocked that YouTube or Twitch grew this much, because obviously they're just very entertaining platforms. I think it's just a realization that's hitting me It's just the way that content evolves and what's the trend, how trends shift, and it just makes me feel old.
Did it always have like categories? Like how you see now, like you could click on a category for a game and then you see
Well, it's been so long,
people.
but I don't think there was.
Really?
I don't even remember. Actually, I don't even remember. It's been way too long. I don't even remember what Twitch looked like anymore. UI and stuff, bro. I don't know. I don't know what it looked like.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's been too long. It was literally just like even the old YouTube UI. Like, I don't know. It was just like a video and the video player. And like, you know, other videos and comments and stuff like that. It was like same thing with Twitch. It's just a video player and like chat. I don't quite remember all the UI details. It's so long.
I had to look back at the videos that I watched when I was a kid to realize that YouTube used to have so much more. You could design more on your page because
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
You could have your own like background, right? I forgot about that.
Yeah, because right now you just have a banner. Back then it was the entire page. And something that I forgot was that you also had an inbox. I don't know if it was exactly like a Gmail.
Yeah, you could kind of chat with people.
Yeah, you could.
I
It was
remember.
much different
Wow.
And I mean,
I really forgot
that
about
was
all these
also-
old features.
it had it's good in its bads, but sometimes the bads were because they you could get scammed and stuff like that. It's essentially like how not a 100% one-to-one comparison, but the best that I would describe it is kind of like how Twitter is now, where you could just like have random people if you're in the VTuber community and you hear people, hey, do you want a model that has a 90% discount or something like that, the scammers. But oh yeah, the 5-star ratings, that, oh my god, and everything. Like, you gotta look for yourself, because words don't do it justice. How different YouTube was back then compared to how it is now. And as your reaction tells, it's kind of crazy looking back, and we're now, it's just like the biggest site. Well, YouTube's been that way kind of for a long time, but the biggest video platform, a product of Google owned, and it's just like a business, a place where businesses rise and make names for themselves. And I don't think even back then it was like that. Or at least not for every single company that's out there or something like that. But more reading into the chat, my brain rot where TF2, Jimashiz, and YouTube poop. Yeah, I loved watching YouTube poop like that. I love watching that like every single night. And OG Nigahiga, yeah, like I love Namoochi. You were talking about the skits earlier, and Nigahiga is definitely one of those people who were doing these awesome skits that they just become absolute legends for. Also, another question, Senzen asked Namo, what games does she like to play most off screen? I think I have a guess, but Namoochi, you can take it away.
What is your guess?
Infinity Nikki in Minecraft.
actually, I haven't been Minecrafting a lot recently off stream.
Really?
I actually haven't been gaming, I feel like, as much off stream, but I don't know, I go through a phase. Sometimes for a while it was Minecraft when I was going through my Minecraft phase, but like things just started getting busy in my life, and so I started just like gaming less and like streaming less too. But it used to be TFT, but with the new patches and sets, after a certain time, okay, TFT used to be one of my most played games until like maybe 2 to 3 years ago. I don't know. I forgot which set
Really?
I kind of stopped playing. Yeah, I used to be.
I don't think I've ever watched you play TFT.
Well, I've streamed it. I've streamed it. It's just not that interesting to watch me play TFT. Maybe. Actually, well, last week? Was it last week or the week before that? I did stream TFT. But I don't really know if I'm that into this, like this new set in TFT. Not too sure about that.
You really are an OG.
An OG?
Like, you know what it's like in the early days of Twitch. Like I've kind of been around hearing TF2, but I've never even played it. You feel like an OG gamer, like an OG sort of content consumer.
Do I feel like
cool.
one?
Yeah.
I'm not a good gamer though. I mean, I might
It's alright.
I might have been through the
But-
OG days, but I'm not that hardcore of a
there.
gamer. I'm not that hardcore or like that good at gaming. Off stream recently. What game have I most recently played off stream? I don't know. I feel like gaming's been kind of stale recently for me. Well, here's the thing. It's not stale, actually. There's a lot of games I want to play, but I just never know if I should save it for stream. And then I end up like not playing them because I think about whether or not I should save it for stream, such as the Yakuza game or like the Ace Attorney games. Like there's a lot of Japanese RPGs that I just want to finish, but I don't want to play them off stream. But then also it's just kind of hard to dedicate time to streaming sometimes because you have to give like a good chunk of your time, because it's not like it's bad for the stream if I start streaming and I only play the game for 30 minutes, then I go BRB for like an hour or like 30 minutes as well, right? I can't just do that.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure there's a good time chunk that's allocated for streaming only, which is sometimes kind of hard because things come up a lot. Or like, you know, sometimes I'm just needed somewhere, I gotta do something, this or that. So then I just can't find a good time to play my RPG. Or I'm just tired, and when I'm really tired, I don't feel like speaking, which is also bad for stream, right? Sometimes, you know, when you're tired, sometimes you just want to lay in bed and play your game in silence, or just go on your phone and watch a video in silence, right?
Yeah.
So it's also hard to just like find a good time to stream the games that I want to play. But also JRPGs are really boring for chat. So then I'm very conflicted about this. It's like, should I just start playing the games on my own time and just be like, whatever, screw it? Or should I just be like, you know what? Who cares? Just click the stream button. If it's boring, then it's boring. But like, at least I'm playing my game. I'm really conflicted about that. Like, even if it's boring, like, is it okay for me to just still stream it, even if it's boring? You know?
You're talking a lot about a lot of sort of, I think, different balances, like what you should play on stream versus what you just want to enjoy in your personal time, and like what, you know, balancing what you just want to play on stream versus also what's entertaining the chat. I mean, it's really, I guess, I personally believe that there's a lot of balances when it comes to like being a streamer, or even how just a YouTuber in general. But yeah, so it's the more that you think about it, especially for you who has, you know, experience thinking about, you know, the JRPG games and like Yakuza and like because I've been there too, because I, you know, I was in those streams, but really, like, I feel like you have a good mindset when it comes to just like engaging how much you should stream one game versus another. And if you don't believe me, I mean, just take Minecraft for an example. it used to be a game that you rarely played, but the more that you saw, like, hey, people love playing on the modded servers, the more you dug into that, and the more, you know, you could ask Misha, you could ask me, you know, I could ask other people that they, and, you know, I think we've been enjoying our time.
Okay, but real talk, I think my Minecraft streams are pretty boring too. I think I just had an addiction. I was really addicted. You don't understand. I was so addicted to Minecraft, to the mods. I was really addicted. I ruined my, wait, I told everybody on stream about this. I ruined my sleep schedule for Minecraft. The only reason why, I stopped playing, like the only thing that could stop me from playing Minecraft at like 2 a.m. was because I set the server up so that it has to do a server maintenance every night at 2 a.m. And so the server had to be shut down because I set it up that way to do maintenance and to do backups. And that's the only reason why I would go to bed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have slept and I would have kept playing.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I was really addicted to the mod pack. It was so bad. Misha and Yodo knows. They know how much I play.
Oh my god.
They
That's
know.
something.
They know. You can ask them. They know. Because they were also on the server.
I guess
oh my gosh.
I should be a little bit more specific. Like when we were playing like Skyblock and we were playing on maybe not even like the horror mod that we tried to get all, you know, get that set up, because oh my god, that was horrible.
Dude, I just kept dying in that horror mod. Man, that horror mod,
oh yeah,
not fun. Dying is not fun.
Oh man, but like the Skyblock and, you know, the regular survival servers, I think we did have some good times there. And continuing, you know, Cinnamon Dark is saying, personally, I think you should play games that you enjoy playing the most. You're at a stage where you can still gather loyal fans and you can set up for the future, because if you suddenly change your content in the future, it could baffle the OG loyal fans. That's another type of balance.
Yeah, everything is just about balance. Someone's right. Everything is about balancing.
And I think I agree with like Cinnamon, like playing the games that you enjoy the most. Man, who, like, I think you know this too, that Queso, he started playing just like 2K games, and he sort of was in a niche where I've also seen other creators where they kind of get stuck, because that's when you, like, say if you wanted to watch Queso, it's because you want to consume 2K content. And well, what if that's not what you want to do today? And so it can be really tricky, because like once you make that transition, it's kind of like a wager whether you think that way or not. Because sure, there's gonna be like the people who will follow you and will be supportive of whatever you play, and they just come to watch you just for you, versus rather than what's you're actually playing. But you know, that's not always the case. And like Cinnamon is continuing to say, yeah, you just can't change from casually playing Roblox, Minecraft to casually playing RPGs and to other stuffs. It's a completely yeah, exactly. It's like,
I think that's the thing. I don't want to be a streamer that's just in a niche category. Like, you know, I just kind of want to do whatever the heck I want.
That's the way.
I just kind of just want to do that. I just want to be like, whatever. I just want to do whatever I want. Like, whatevs. But then I think, well, like I said, this is also one of my conflicts, is that You know how I just started streaming just because I was like, you know, I just want to turn on my computer and just hit the stream button. But then I feel like, well, it might be fine for me to just do whatever the heck I want. But then also I feel like whenever I watch, sometimes they're just clips of, let's say, of just other content creators or other streamers or whatever. And then their take is that when you turn on stream, it's your job to entertain your stream. Right?
Yeah.
But then I just always felt like, okay, that is a fair point. But then if I never look at this as my job, then it's not really my job. Like it's I don't know. I guess I'm still conflicted about whether or not this should be, if I should look at this more like a job or if I should just do whatever the heck I want and be like, who cares? You know? But I'm still leaning towards just do whatever the heck I want. I'm like, because I think this would be too difficult to do as a job. And at least for me, and my personal opinion is that being a content creator would be too difficult to actually do as a job. And I kind of just want to do whatever the heck I want and just have fun with it. But at the same time, that also means I can never put, if I don't treat this that seriously, that also means that this isn't something that I can put in that much time into it. You know? Or technically I shouldn't put that much time into it because it's not really going to go anywhere type of vibe. Because realistically, time is limited, right? And if it's not that serious, then I just can't prioritize it. I think this is where I'm really conflicted in terms of when I really think about streaming, like what I want to do, is that I don't really know how I want to treat things. Because I enjoy it more if it's not serious, but then if it's not serious, then I just can't put in the time. I can't allocate my time to it that much.
I have my take on something that I want to, build off. But first, I want to repeat what Cinnamon said, that I feel like treating this as a hobby rather than a job is the safest mindset at this point. And that is a really good take. Because, like I said before, and you're seeing it now, as you talk about this, it is really there's a lot of balances that are being considered when you're a content creator, and it takes it's essentially a philosophical question, because you can have your arguments, you can talk about it for hours, but I think what's working in your favor is that you're getting experience with it. You're playing your games, you're watching, you're doing your content, and you're seeing, which is, you have no better teacher that you could ever have of like cause and effect, that you are experiencing what you're doing, what you feel can be, when you're happy, when you're not really feeling it. I think that still works in your favor. And even me, I question that sort of thing a lot. Like, what kind of content creator would I want to be if I become a VTuber one day? But as I see the landscape of VTubing, the more that it becomes apparent that a lot of people are just really being themselves. And when they actually want to go further into something more, into being a performer, being into an entertainer. I'm sure they'll have their moments, and whatever that may mean. It doesn't necessarily need to be a music video, a concert. It could just be running a gag, doing a skit on stream. But really, at the end of the day, I feel like the measure of success for a streamer or a content creator is not measured by analytics, but how you feel at the end of the day. If you can continue moving on, knowing that you can walk away from this and you could be happy tomorrow, or as happy as you can be, I feel like that matters more than any milestone, any play button, any sponsorships, anything like that. Because not a lot of people can say that. The more that you look into the streamer space, some people don't get to say goodbye. Some people are canceled. Some people die. But I feel like the best possible ending that you could possibly have is you do say goodbye and you continue on with your life. And it sounds simple, but at the same time, it can be hard. So, I guess that's just my take on that. This is on your channel, but I'm supposed to be the host of this interview, and I don't want to make it too much on my thoughts or stuff like that. But is there anything that you want to comment on what I just said here, or you want me to just move on to the next question?
I think I'm good.
Okay, so Cinnamon asked this 7 minutes ago. When will you do a cooking stream though? It's been a while. It feels like it's been over a year.
I don't think I can anymore. Well, I've explained this before. The only reason why I was able to do it is because I basically lived in a a studio apartment where it was I just live in a square. I just kind of lived in a square, and so my computer is right there, and the kitchen was right there, so it was easy to set up. But now that I'm back in a family home, the kitchen is no longer just right there. My computer's in my room now, guys. I don't have a kitchen in my room. So yeah, I just don't know how the setup would be anymore if I were to try to do. This is what really sucks, is that if I were to try, I would love to do a cooking stream, or just try to show you guys, or just try to do a more kind of IRL themed streams, also kind of doing the puzzles or whatnot, or just doing some random activities IRL. But I just don't know. I just don't know how to set it up anymore because of just the way my living situation is. So yeah, that's a little bit difficult.
Cinnamon is saying, oof, that's sad to hear. I wish I was able to witness that, but perhaps someday. So
I don't know, if I could figure out a wireless setup where I don't have to I don't think I can bring my computer into the kitchen. I would have to, because the way I had it set up was I the computer was just literally on the counters when I was living alone. But I wouldn't be able to do that here with my family. So I would have to figure out, I would have to just search around and think of how to do a wireless setup, but I don't know if that's possible. And what would I need? What equipment would I need to do a wireless setup? for me to be able to stream but not bring my computer to the kitchen would be ideal. And then I guess I don't know how. Oh yeah, I don't know how. I don't even think I'll be able to set up the model though at that point. I'm not sure. Wireless camera, and then what? Bring a laptop in the kitchen to read chat. Maybe that might be the way.
I mean, maybe it just takes one simple conversation.
To do the cooking stream?
Yeah.
But what do you mean?
You know, like just setting it up and, you know, telling, hey, this is something that I want to do. Or
No, it's just I physically cannot bring the computer to the kitchen. Like the cabling and all that jazz. Like, where would I put the computer? Like, I don't have, like... I don't know how would I, like, route cables around in the kitchen and stuff like that to set up my computer. That's my problem. It's not that I live with my fam... Well, because my family knows I stream. They know I stream. They would be okay with that. It's just, I actually don't know how to put my PC setup in the kitchen with the way things are laid out. Like with the architecture, you know?
Yeah. Cinnamon saying, carry the computer on your back.
That'd be rough. That would really be rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
I'm really thinking about it now again.
I mean, if you ever have the chance to, you know, go for it. But however long that takes, or if it never even happens again, you know, thank you for doing the cooking streams that you have done.
You're welcome, guys. Thanks for watching them.
Yeah. Oh, this is you've talked about how you've had a channel before Namoochi that you were, I think it was a Minecraft stream when you talked about this, when you were once a face cam streamer. Is there any part of you that wishes that you could become a face cam streamer again?
Oh, this is also conflicting. This is also another conflicting thing. Yes and no, because no, because I kind of like the privacy. I like the privacy that comes with VTubing. It's quite nice. And I don't have to deal with people who yeah, I mean, I do think, like I said before, I do think I deal with less people who will try to sexualize a blob.
Yeah.
I don't think people would do that. I don't know, unless they've got a weird fetish. But I think as a face cam streamer, especially for girls, you get weird guys who come into your chat and like make sexual comments, which is really weird and whatnot. And like they, you know, they try to get to know you and they just be weird. And then so the nice thing about me VTuber is that there's less of that. At least with my model. I don't know. Some people's models, they might still get sexual comments and whatnot, but yeah, my model is chill. My model is very chill. So, but I do wish that I didn't have to like set up so much, you know? As a face cam streamer, there's less that you have to set up. You know, you just put on the camera and just hit stream. But there's just so much more tech stuff going on in the background, the VTuber stuff. Like, you have so many more things open.
Yeah.
It's just kind of annoying. So, yeah. I kind of wish I could be a face cam streamer because it's simpler. And also, sometimes when I So another thing I talk about a lot is like my time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just don't give my friends enough. I feel like because I have to separate my personal life, my streaming life, and like work life, and like it just feels like I'm living so many lives. And then, like I said, time is always a problem for me. So if I can't just, it would be so much better if I could just like start streaming, play my game, and also have my friends gaming with me. Then like I could like, instead of killing like 2 birds with 1 stone, I'm killing 3 birds with 1 stone, right? I got stream on, I'm spending time with friends or like people, and then I'm also just like playing my game, right? So, but now I have to like allocate time to streaming, allocate time for friends, and like I guess who cares about allocating time for games on my own time now? It's like whatever. But yeah, I guess that's also partially the reason why I feel like I just don't game as much anymore on my own time, because I also feel like I don't have enough time to game on my own time sometimes. It's always like I game with somebody. If I game, there's like a purpose. I game it's because my friend wants to hang out with me, or I game because it's for stream, but like not really for just like spending it on my own time. My own time is kind of just like whatever, I'm laying in bed, I'm tired. That type of vibe. You know?
I mean, when what do you say is the last time that you just, you done that? You just played for the purpose of playing by yourself.
Oh, I've done it. I'm like, yesterday was not yesterday. Like 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So it's not that bad, but it's just like, it's just a lot of it is reduced. So I would like face cam stream because it would just kind of help me save time, but in a way that's also just like letting everybody else into more of like my personal world, and with that comes less privacy as well though. So like you guys will know my real name. You guys will know who my friends are in real life. You guys will like probably know, you guys will probably like find out like a lot more about me. You guys will finally know my age and all that jazz. I think that's what comes with facecam streaming. You just like, all that information about you, it will just like be on the internet. But then with VTubing, none of that information about you is on the internet unless you choose to share it.
I mean, when you're a face cam streamer, you have, the stuff behind you, unless you have a green screen, right? And like, obviously they can see your face. And I mean, even in, the VTubing community, there's a reason why people wear gloves when, and I think you've worn gloves too.
I wear gloves, yeah. I wear gloves.
Yeah. So even down to things like that. But still, like, one of the reasons why some people become a VTuber is, for reasons which you can relate. And that is because they want to express them in a way where they don't have to, do it through a face cam, through a webcam. And all rights to you, because that's completely you get to control it, and you have every right to control the things, your privacy, whether it just be like showing a hand, showing a face, or whatever. And it's kind of part of the beauty for it. And yeah, it's part of because there's dangerous parts of it, there's crappy things that can happen, whether some random person just joins your chat and they hit on you, or try to get to know you more for the sake of whatever. And I feel like that's something that some female VTubers can relate to. That, basically I'm just saying that you're not alone on this, and that you have good, clear reasons for what for your decisions that you've made, that that you decided to become a VTuber. And yeah, that's
Well, honestly though, I don't think it's that big of a deal if I do one or the other. But it's just like I got comfy with the benefits of being a VTuber. I just got comfy with it because, like I said before, I was already a facecam streamer before, way back when, and then I just started VTubing because, like, I was like, yeah, okay, cool, VTubing is kind of fun, and models are really, really fun. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think if I do either one, it's whatever. But it's just, like I said, I got comfortable with the benefits of the VTuber, and I do enjoy the privacy, and I do enjoy that there is less weirdos. Because I feel like with the face well, but also, I think I've said this before too, I just think moderation has just gotten better on the internet, so there might be less creeps. I don't know. Maybe it's just that moderation has gotten better. But like, I feel, you know how the internet was a lot more Wild West? It was definitely a lot more Wild West back in the day. It was definitely a lot more Wild West. There's just way less moderation going on with the internet, so there's just like a lot more going on. And a lot more weirdos, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't really know what the experience of a female streamer is nowadays, like a modern day female streamer with a face cam. I'm not sure because I haven't done it in such a long time. So maybe it's better, or maybe it still sucks. I don't know. But also it always varies case by case.
That's true. Like, everybody has their own experiences, but I can't, even if I did, I can't really fully speak on what the kind of experience is. Even if I did watch like streamers like Cinna, but on the VTuber side, I would say, how can I say this? You obviously still get those freaks no matter what. It's just like, and it's
I'm just less likely to
something
get those freaks as a blob. I think.
I mean, even just a voice.
What the?
Like,
yeah,
for
well,
some
freaks
people,
are freaks
like, I
for
don't
a
know,
reason.
they're freaky deaky.
They're freaky, man. They're freaky. Some people, some people can just be really freaky.
So I see Eduardo saying 5 push-ups, $5. Deal or no deal? Do you want to do push-ups?
Not right now. Not right now. I'm too lazy.
That's all good. That's all good.
But like $5 though. But like, I'm too lazy. I'm sorry. If it was any other moment where I felt more physically energetic, maybe I would have done 5 push-ups for $5. I just don't want to get out of my seat right now.
It's all good, slime. Lazy slime. I'm just kidding.
No, that is what I am. I am lazy.
You are.
That is how I describe myself.
Yeah, it's your lore. Well, your lore, actually. I mean, you are a slime, but like, isn't you basically your lore that you came to Earth or something like that to run away from heroes that were trying to kill you, and then you became a streamer?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next question. If you were to go back to Japan, where would you want to go? Because I know that you were talking about you've been to a lot of places in Japan, but is there any places that you would want to go that you haven't? Or you still want to go?
Oh, yeah. This is still in Tokyo. There was this I just want to go back and shop. There's this really cool neighborhood in Tokyo where it's known as like a thrift neighborhood. So there's a
Like
lot
a
of
lot of
clothing.
thrift stores.
Like, yeah, a lot of thrift stores, and like literally got a dress for $2. It's
Ooh.
it's really nice there. Yeah, like a $2 dress. You know, it's so cheap. It's so nice. I forgot. I think it started with a K. I forgot what that neighborhood was specifically called, but that is where I would want to go back if I were to go back to Japan. I'm trying to think about what else I would want to go back to. Oh, you know, I kind of want to go back to Japan and like experience a luxurious trip in Japan. You know, I want to go to Japan and I want to go to an omakase and I want to try like A5 Wagyu, you know? I didn't get to try all that.
You want to be like a travel blogger.
I didn't have a luxurious food in Japan, and I would like to try their luxurious food. Yeah, I want to try their luxury food, basically. I would like to experience an omakase.
Who knows, maybe you could do like a Mr. Beast video. You know, you said,
oh yeah,
hey, maybe if I could be a student of game in that.
$1,000 and eat at this restaurant? Oh, you know those videos where it's like $1,000 sushi versus like $200 sushi versus $20 sushi? like that kind of contest. Yeah.
Oh my god. Like if you actually did that, if that was the actual video, the next video that you ever posted, I don't even think that I would recognize that it would be from Namoochi because that's so radically different from what you do.
Yeah, just a random video where I dropped $1,000 on sushi.
Like you have like this $1,000 like camera with you, like
oh
you even have your own camera.
Yeah. Okay, well if I ever get a camera, like a video camera, I have to start making videos. Like I gotta make use of the camera. The quality, like oh my gosh. The quality on these cameras are actually amazing.
Maybe you just like rent it out. Maybe, well, I don't know how that works. But I think I've heard some VTubers like they actually do vlogs without showing their faces and stuff like that. You could make it work. I mean, it's been done before.
Yeah.
Sin is saying, oh, Mr. Beast video idea. I buy 10 kilograms of A5 Wagyu and feed it to cute dogs. How about that idea?
Oh, you know what they should do? They should do that, but like they should do like the A5 Wagyu versus the $200 Wagyu versus like the $10 steak. Which one do dogs prefer? Type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which one will the dog choose? And if the dog chooses right, it gets Wagyu for the rest of the year. Like, you know, the kind of like a prize thing.
What if you become that type of like YouTuber where like their content just like hinges on the, you know, involving an animal, like exactly what you just said. Like what is please don't.
Well, you know, if that ever becomes my style, if that ever becomes my interest, I don't know if it will, but like, you know, who knows? My styles and my interests might change. People change.
Well, true. Okay. True. Fair enough.
I might start getting really into that type of content. Who knows?
I mean, I'll support you. But do you think you would do it on this channel, or do you think you would create a brand account or just have a second channel?
You know, I thought about that before too. And ideally, you're supposed to make another channel because, you know, they always say keep your categories on separate channels on YouTube. for the
Yeah.
algorithms, but like I'm too lazy to make another channel. I'm too lazy.
That's fair.
My take is I'm too lazy. This is just my channel, and I feel like I should just do whatever I want because I'm lazy.
You don't feel like you can put in the energy to do, manage 2 channels at once.
Like I
probably-
could, but I could, but like so much work.
Because if you just do it casually on 2 channels, I mean, I don't think
Oh
there's
yeah,
really much
I
of a
guess
worry.
if it's casual, then it's whatever.
Yeah, rather than doing consistent uploads.
But like because it's casual,
good stuff.
but because it's casual, I'm thinking like just throw it all on one channel because we're casual anyways.
I mean, it's
What I'm
worth
thinking.
if you ever wanted to actually do that, you could try. Like I said earlier, there's
ever wanna
no
be
greater
viral.
teacher than cause and effect. If you were just cloud chasing Namoochi, that you're like, oh, in this video, I'm gonna, do a taste test with this dog, and like next video, we're gonna be on a $2 million a yacht, and like, and you just like, you get all of these randos, and like the next time that you stream, you have like 5,000 concurrent viewers or something like that, and then they're like, where's the dog, or like, where's the money?
Yeah. If I ever want to be viral, if I ever get the money, you know what? Maybe I'll actually consider it. Maybe. It's a really big maybe.
try, if you want to try it, like I said, go for it.
Oh, now that's a different story.
Um,
Do I want to try it? I don't know about that. But I'm saying, I don't know what the future is gonna look like. I don't know if I like right now. Do I want to do that? No, but I don't know what the future is gonna look like.
Okay, so we're nearing to the end, like 2 more questions. Have you ever struggled with shipping or customs when ordering gear or merch? I forgot that I added this question, but have you?
Everything that I bought was within Canada, so no.
Oh, okay.
I'm very wary about buying things out of Canada, cause you never know what the customs is gonna look like. Like customs, you don't know what the fee's going to be like. For example, like when I bought all my tech, it was always shipping within Canada. Like the farthest my tech might have come from was maybe from another province, but always within Canada. But like if I were to ever
That's
buy
smart.
something from China, it would just take a really, really long time unless I paid
Yeah.
for express shipping, which just makes it like even more expensive. I think that's the major problem if I bought anything from China. If I bought not just China actually, if I bought anything from like anywhere else, it would have to go through customs, and I just don't know how customs will treat my items. I don't know how much they'll charge me. So, like for example, one time my sister she bought a dress from Japan when we were there, but then she had it shipped back. But then customs charged her for that. I forgot how much it was, which was annoying. When if she just brought it back with her, it would have never been charged for the dress. And also, I think my sister one time she bought a controller from the U.S. and it was like shipped across the border, and customs also charged her for that, which was also annoying. And you don't get your item if you don't pay the custom fee. But you just never know how much customs will charge you. And how they'll treat your item. You don't know how they'll treat your item either.
So you really thought this out, like you've kind of like done your research, and
Yeah,
then
if I'm going to buy something
knowing
expensive, I don't want it shipped from international. I would prefer it that it was in Canada and shipped from somewhere in Canada.
that's good. You know, you know what you're doing. And sorry, I'm getting a little bit tired, but moving into so I'm gonna actually skip this question, move on to the final two. First one being, what was your setup like when you first started?
It was just a webcam, a PC, and just my headset. One monitor, one PC, one webcam, and just a headset. It was like,
Really, like, you know, pretty cheap stuff, or
yup, pretty cheap. Pretty cheap, yeah, very cheap actually. It was what you expect from a beginner, like a starting out setup.
and then was
It
it
was that-
basically like saving up money and like upgrading your tech as you went along?
Yeah, I definitely did upgrade my tech as I went along. Like now
So
my
what's
setup
your
is pretty expensive.
professional streamer Namoochi?
Yeah, I don't regret it though. I don't regret having this expensive setup. It's fun. It's really fun.
Like, you
think-
got a, how beefy is your computer?
It's like what? Like what? How do I explain how beefy it is? What do I compare it to?
Or like how much memory you have on your computer?
Oh, I have 64 gigabytes of memory now. I started with 16, which is what everybody should have. That's like the bare minimum. If you don't have 16, then like you really can't do anything. You should like you just like browse the web if you have less than 16. That's what you do. You literally just browse the web. But once you have 16, you know, you can do a lot of stuff. But then once you have 32 is actually enough. It's enough. 32 is pretty enough. But then I just went with 64 this time because if I have the option to push my limits, I do. So when I upgraded to 32, I would start just because I had all that extra memory, I would just start doing a lot more with my computer, and I would just push it to its limits. Actually, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that I push my computer to limits just because I can. But anyways, I would...
Gonna make it explode.
Yeah, maybe. But like, because I increased the memory to 32, I just ran so many more programs and just had so many more things open. And so this time I don't know what I could possibly do to push my computer to the limits of 64. I have yet to done that, but I have done that before with 32 gigabytes. That's why this time I just went with 64. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever use up enough memory on this computer unless I figure out how. But like, even if I figure out how, like, do I even want to do that? Like, I feel like the only way for me to use up 64 gigabytes of memory is if I started to do like intense computer calculations, like, you know, what people do in research and intense modeling, data models. If I was trying to do data models or AI models, I feel like that's the only way for me to push my computer to its limits.
You gotta push it to the edge of science.
Yeah,
No.
I gotta use it for science.
I mean, if you like downloaded like GTA 5, it would probably okay. You know, I'd probably download GTA 6 too, and would probably fine. No, right? Exactly. Professional streamer Namoochi. And moving on into the last question, what are you most proud of about your channel?
Yo, this might be cheesy, but honestly, you guys. Yeah, my chat. I'm proud of my chat. I'm proud of the community
Aw.
we've got, and like, you know, you guys just being here. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are just living life. Like, you know, you guys telling me about how, you know, people have gone through so much already. People have been graduating. You know, everyone's like, you know, just doing things their life. I'm just proud of everybody and just like being there and like being a community and like whatever, and just sharing stuff.
I mean, that was one of the things that I've been thinking about, because I really wasn't entirely sure how I was supposed to close this interview, but I was thinking, you know, the more that I think about it, like, that is definitely a strength that you have, that you've have a loyal following. You have such a loyal following, where you have people like Dudester, where you have people like Alternative, who has gone under so many different names, so as Honey Rose, Sir Honey Rose, and there's even so many people that have been following you throughout the years. There's even people who might not have been to your channel in a long time, but you remember them and they remember you, and that's really something, you know. To have that reconnection and to have that connection with the people who are still with you, that you show that it feels really genuine. And one of the things that what makes independent VTubers so engaging is because you can actually have a conversation with, you know, with them, that they can have an actual conversation with the audience, that it's not like that if you were in the, you know, you have millions of subscribers and there's tens of thousands concurrent viewers and the chat just looks like a huge endless sea of words, of comments, and you can only pick a couple out of, you know, tens of thousands. And you are definitely one of those people who I would say that establishes that authentic, genuine connection, and that, you know, throughout the years you've been yourself. That, you know, even though that you've been able to maintain being a chill streamer, which I again will say is, I don't know, it's a hopeful seeing thing, you know, rather than just seeing all of these different YouTubers who, and I won't name names, but like the type of YouTubers who make shorts that just follow that cookie cutter recipe, that dead internet theory textbook examples of just like, I basically am creating this just because I want views and analytics and I want to be famous for the sake of being famous, making money for the sake of being money, but you're not that. I don't think you ever were.
I might become that in the future.
You
Maybe.
might. You
I
might be. You might be the next Mr. Beast. I
might be.
I can see that. You could be like the next person who runs the next pyramid scheme and steals millions of dollars.
Wait, what?
You could be the next person to release the next lunch.
You know what? I might be the Donald Trump. I might be the next generation Donald Trump.
You might be. You might be. You know, the next whoever you want to name under that category. But whatever you choose, like, even if you know, genuinely want to take up a switch of the type of content that you want to create, I really hope that I'll be there when you do. Or, you know, I just want to say thank you for all the streams that you've been doing, all of this.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you.
And if this was an actual podcast episode that would be recording for one of my channels, I would be signing off saying, "Yo, I'm your favorite, your neighbor." Oh my god, I forgot my outro. It's been that long, huh? I'm your friendly neighborhood Sen. And do you have an outro, Namoochi?
Do I have an outro? Oogly boogly boogly. That's it for the day. You guys all have a good one.
Alright.
Thank you guys for
Zen
watching.
and Namoochi signing out.
Thanks for
Please subscribe. Please give us your money. Please give us your soul. Please like every single every single stream.
Yeah, exactly. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
K-pop demon hunters, just like those demons, we want your soul.
Exactly. Like, you think we're doing this because we're, you know, we love the game, or we do it
totally
to
love the
connect the
fans.
people?
We totally
Totally
don't
love the
want the
fans.
fans' souls.
Now we're here for money. We're not here we're not here to make friends. We're here for business. We're here to make money. Just imagine it. That there's
I'm here for money. I'm definitely
person
here for
that
money.
takes this out of context.
I'm here for money, but I don't make money.
Yeah. So that was, I mean, I think, is this your first time doing a Q&A? Well,
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's the first time with the Q&A with someone else in call asking me questions. But I have done a Q&A with just chat and me.
was
Forgot
I
when.
around for that time?
I have
or-
no idea. I feel like it's definitely been a while. I don't even know.
Maybe,
I don't even know who prompted. It wasn't my idea either. I think someone else just. Oh. What did I do? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember how it came about. I just remember doing one. But you know me in details. I tend to not remember details too much. But yeah, I just remember I did one. I feel like it was with my... You remember my strawberry background? Do you remember that?
Yes, vaguely.
I think
I don't
it
know if I
when
was
had-
actually there, but yeah. Because
It
I
was when
also
still
like
had that.
10 times.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But I'm pretty sure it was an old stream.
Maybe it was around the same time you've done your last collab with a VTuber. I'm a pseudo VTuber.
I mean, I guess you're technically one now. A PNG tuber.
Yeah, but like on your channel, and I'm not like, well, like I don't have a VTuber channel that you can go to or anything like that yet.
You still want to make
What
one?
did you think of the interview? What did you think of the interview?
It was chill. It was chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was good to like see your presidential insights on running the United States of America as Agent Namoochi of the Canadian government.
Wow. I have so much going on.
It's just complicated.
It is
You're
complicated.
just-
I have a very complicated role on Earth.
You're just President Namoochi by day and like Canadian spy by night.
Oh my gosh, next thing I know, for some reason in Canada, the FBI is gonna be knocking on my door.
Yeah, and they're like, Mr. President, like,
Mr. President, we have news that you might be not a U.S. citizen. Be like, oh, they're on
Mr.
me.
President, is it true that you're Canadian?
Yeah, Mr. President, is it true that you're Canadian? And then I'm gonna get impeached!
Let me clear.
They're gonna impeach me!
Nah, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't? They would accept a Canadian as their president?
It's just a footnote. Just imagine they treat it like a footnote. Like, like, you know, like it's just written in one bullet point. Oh, by the way, she's Canadian.
Yeah, in size 1 font. Very, very tiny.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I told you guys, it's right there.
So, Mr. President, tell us your story. We're making a documentary. Oh, I was born in Canada. I mean, Obama was like born in Hawaii, but like still, like you're running the U.S. government from your office in Canada.
Oh my gosh, sounds lit. I have to like VPN into the US to like do anything.
You have to use a VPN to be a president.
Yeah, I have to VPN. VPN
This
into the
presidential
US.
election was sponsored by NordVPN.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. Get a NordVPN sponsor.
Oh my god. You're like also like not only that you're the president, but also you're a gamer. Oh, this presidential election is also sponsored by Gamer Subs. It's sponsored by G Fuel.
Sponsored by Fortnite. I got a Fortnite
Yeah.
cameo.
It's like what is it like for inaugural speeches? Like they have poets instead of poets. You have Queso. You have Kai Cenat coming to your
Exactly.
to
I
your
got
event.
Speed. I got all the big content creators.
And then like Speed is like he looks in the audience like, oh my god, it's Ronaldo. Ronaldo,
Oh my god.
Sui.
Sweet.
And then Ronaldo
Kinda
is just
lit.
like fake
Kinda
smiling.
lit. I would
He's
definitely.
just fake smiling.
Oh. I was gonna say I would definitely get the votes of the young people, but then I forgot. They're not old enough to vote. Dang it!
I mean, like, you know, he would like definitely appeal to like a younger audience, maybe like, what's the term? Young adults or something like that, emergent adults. Yeah, like, but I mean, it'd be crazy just the idea itself, like a VTuber running for president. I mean, have you heard that MadPat from Game Theory was like, well, I mean, like an I don't even know what it was, but like, it's kind of like American news though. But he's getting involved with like politics and stuff. Not like more. It's not just a tweet about such and such. He's actually trying to get involved with like legislation and like writing stuff that helps, like policies and stuff that help content creators.
Why? Oh, I mean that's
It's
kinda
crazy.
nice. That's nice. He's like,
Yeah.
is he like a lobbyist? Lobbying?
I mean, I don't know too much about it because it's been a while since I've heard about it. I think that I heard it in June or May, sometime around that time. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how we come from YouTube that was, you know, like we talked about how it kind of looked like with the whole customization and talking about like the inboxes and stuff like that, how it was just like, you know, a small indie company or something like that. Well, I don't know if it was ever a company, if it was ever indie or something like that. But to it now being like where a content creator can make a channel that goes big and they get involved with politics and stuff like that, and they have their audience that follows them with them too. Also, have you heard about I think Kai Cenat was doing he was actually a dean of a university for Streamers University.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I did hear of that.
it's really
I've
crazy.
seen
It's like
clips.
part of it was for content, part of it was to actually legitimately teach people. Well, yeah. Like he had this whole ass trailer um that looked very cinematic, and then you could actually submit, like if you wanted to, Namoochi, you could like apply to something like that, because they're like a so they're not so the people that they were looking for is for people like you, like in the sense that it's not like you're just starting out with a couple of videos or so, or like you haven't posted in a year. They're looking for people who have been at it. So I definitely think, like, if you wanted to, but I don't know if like what they're teaching is like I guess because you're going into like content strategies, you're going into like social media marketing, talking about, well, I mean, there's also good stuff too for in general, like how to deal with online hate and stuff like that. I think there was even one person who was teaching about like online relationships or something like that, which is I think it would be an underrated but a really good pick to really talk about, because relationships can get messy, and if you're a content creator, there's countless like situations where a content creator falls in love with like a fan or something like that, or they have some drama related to that stems from love or something like that. But I mean, it was more than just like classes though. It was just essentially like a streamer house, but it's a whole university. So it's pretty cool. Have you heard about the VTUBER situation?
Oh my gosh, how they stole the charity's money. That's the extent of like what I know. They just stole the charity's money and they owe Iron Mouse money. And like they just not good at managing money. And then Iron Mouse left.
Sorry. I know that you said like it was 8 or 9 PST that you gotta go. Like, how do you feel now? Do you want to keep going, or?
I mean, if you want to quickly go over the VTUBER situation and then we can end stream.
Sure. So
if you want to talk about it.
I guess basically what happened was Iron Mouse, she has like an immuno. Let me look up because I don't want to get this accidentally wrong. She has CVID, which is common variable immune deficiency. It's part of the reason why she talks the way that she does. It's part of the reason why she became a VTuber, because she doesn't want. If she had a face cam, it would show all of the medical stuff that like she needs. And VTubing has really helped her, as you already know. Like, she's a really big VTuber, and through it, she used that platform that she was gifted with to raise money for the for the research group that can help do research for the conditions that she has for like her deficiency disorder. She and in one charity she rose $500,000 And people just thought that money went straight to the charity.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't, because VShojo, um, for unconfirmed reasons, just decided to keep that money for over a year.
Oh.
And once she realized that was happening, that's when she released the video talking about it. And it was something where other people, well, no, like, there were even other VShojo members who weren't getting paid. There were even some VShojo members who were a part of VShojo but never even debuted.
Huh?
And it's like, it's really fallen out.
Really bad
And
management.
And what's happening now, as you would see on Twitter or wherever, what makes it inescapable, where it's ubiquitous, is that as Iron Mouse's support and love, the ones that were she formed genuine connections with her audience and with the people around her, how she's been able to raise, literally, it feels like 2 to 3 days where she rose, like she gained her charity, not only climbed to the same heights that she did last time, where she reached $500,000, she reached over $1 million in like 2 to 3 days.
Nice.
And as fast as that rose, like, the shoujo also fell all the way down, plummeting all the way down, where they're no longer a VTuber company. Nada. And with that, now that NDA is no longer a thing, people are more coming out with what they can actually say, because there's no more, under certain legal contractual obligations, I can't talk about this anymore, and they can. So essentially that's what's been happening on with VShojo, and it's a crazy time, because it's been a bit more than a year since Niji Sanji fell, and I feel like we might be moving towards one era to another, where it's like, because the VTuber boom grew because of corporations, I feel, especially like for Hololive.
So I guess the
But I
general
feel
trend
like-
is VTuber agencies at the end of the day just aren't that great.
And it's crazy to think that
They're just not that great.
to think, and I don't know if I'm crazy for saying this, and I'm trying to wrap this up, but it's crazy to think that there was this narrative in the first place that you have to join an agency if you wanted to become big. Because we talked about the golden age of YouTube, and people made it, and they didn't even need to be a part of an agency. Even now, like, especially with how much of a meta shorts are, how many more sites there are for you to spread your content, like, what's really stopping you? So this narrative of, if I don't get into Hololive, I'm not gonna ever reach the audience, the amount of people that, as many as I could. You still can, and that's where VTubing is, I feel like, going now, where it's just so much, especially where Iron Mouse, like, think of some of the most notable names in the EN VTuber community: Selen Tatsuki, Gargura, Iron Mouse, being on the side of independent. It feels like things are definitely shifting. You feel the floor beneath your feet moving a little bit. So that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, IDF, Immunodeficiency Foundation. That isn't particularly true. Zen Kisanai, the first popular VTuber, was her own agency. The next popular VTubers were produced by Hololive too. Oh, that's a good point. So you want to start wrapping things up now? Like it's been a pleasure to talk
I
to you.
guess so. Been a pleasure doing this with you, Zen.
Right, like anytime. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do a Q&A again, but until the next couple of years or for whoever, for whatever reason, like if you ever do a Q&A again, yeah, I wish you luck on that. But yeah, like thank you for the honor again.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Well, that's the end of my stream. That's that. Next stream? No idea when. No idea when. I just know that I gotta play Apex with Lemon. I gotta play Overwatch with Jupiter. But like, I don't know if this is gonna be on stream, off stream. Maybe I'll just play it for like 1 hour on like some random evening with them. I don't know. In that case, that'll probably be off stream. I don't know. I don't know what our next stream is gonna look like. I don't know what we're doing. I don't have anything ever planned out properly. I'll figure it out. Holy smokes, look, it's Misha. At the end of my stream though, Misha. I gotta say bye. It's always so weird when people join at the end of my stream. It's so weird. I feel like it happens too many times where people join at the end of my stream. But anyways, yeah. I don't know when next stream is. I don't know. Just. Oh, you were lurking? Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know if I'll post the schedule or if you guys will just have to be like, see the notification or whatever. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, I will stream next week. Oh my gosh, no notification? Well then, I guess people will just have to find my stream by chance. If fate was meant to be, if things, I don't know, align, if the stars align, and you happen to see that I'm live, then I'll see you on my next stream. Anyways, as usual, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, thanks for lurking, chatting, popping in, commenting, shares, likes, donos, follows, subs. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you guys for existing. I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, that's it. Alright. I'm the best. Thanks, Dardo. You guys are also pretty W. You guys are also chat. Y'all are pretty W as well. Okay. We just end it there. I'm the best and you guys are great. Am I also, wait, I was gonna say, wait, am I, because I'm the best, so I'm number one, but like you guys are great too, but like I feel kind of mean because that's like saying that I'm number one but you guys aren't number one. I feel like that's kind of mean, but like if everybody's the best then there's no best, but I am the best. What a wild way to end this. Maybe I shouldn't say thank you. Maybe I'm not the best, but like should I just take this compliment and just be like I'm the best? Am I just thinking too much? I'm just thinking too much and I should just take this compliment and I'm just the best. Okay? I'm just the best. Alright. Yeah, you're right. Don't overthink it. I'm just thinking too much. Whatever. Alright. Okay. See you guys. See ya. Let's not overthink things. Okay.